Sometimes when silver clay slabs dry, they warp. We don't want them to. Let's talk about what to do in that case. So a quick story of getting here. I have this beautiful texture. I placed my little pancake of silver clay right in the middle, and then I pressed it down. Maybe it wasn't an even slab, maybe it's a little thick in the middle, maybe I didn't notice it was curled when I put it on the heat. What I find after letting it dry is that my slab has taken a warped shape that I don't want. We're pretending a little bit here because I actually created this effect with my fingers, but it does happen. So I wanted this to be flat. It's not. Now what do I do? The first thing I need to know is if there is any moisture still in the clay. Here's how I check that. Put the piece back on your heat for about 15 seconds. These clay dryers, also known as mug warmers, are a great investment at about $10. Then place the clay on a mirrored or stainless steel surface. If when you move it you see condensation, that means there is still moisture in the clay, which means it should be safely pliable. Put it on a hard surface. Very gently use either a flat tool or your fingers to reshape it. Flip it over if that's possible with your design, and do the same to the other side. If this has already warped once, it will tend to have a clay memory of that position, and I will carefully attend to reshaping it as it continues to dry. If the slab is in uneven thickness, such as thicker in the center than around the edges, it will continue to tend towards warping until it's completely dry. If I give my clay that 15-second warm-up, and then I find that it shows no condensation, I know that if I try to reshape this right now, I'm going to crack it. So first I need to rehydrate it. Here's how I do so. I'm going to make a hydrator in an airtight container. I put a little bit of water, and then I need a raised surface to protect my clay from direct contact with the water. Mine is going in a former applesauce lid. You can purchase clay rehydrators, which usually have a sponge component to contain the water, but this is just as effective if you can keep the water and clay separated. For an extra measure of protection, you could drop a clean sponge down in the bottom and then put the tray on top. I'm going to close this up and leave it alone. After absorbing the water for a few hours, the clay will be pliable again. Now I can reshape it, return it to heat, and so on.